Hello, am I audible? Can you hear me? Don't just listen to me, please do think about what I am trying to say as well. A very warm welcome to Be Aware Soul YouTube channel. In life, there are times when we are extremely lazy to such an extent that we love comfort zone so much. We love it so much that you will start dreaming, I wish I was always in this comfort zone. Or you would be like, in life, if comfort zone was there as a part of life, I would obviously choose comfort zone. But unfortunately, you cannot always choose to be under your comfort zone. There are times when you are not effectively working. There are times when you feel, it's better to be like this. I don't want to be successful anyways. So, it's fine. At that point of time, you might not think about what your situation would be 5 years or 10 years down the line. You would just feel like enjoying the moment because it's really happier, easier way to go with life. But after 5 to 10 years, you will regret and realize. But still, there are people who realize it maybe today or tomorrow. So this video is for people who think, I need to push myself out of this comfort zone. I have been lazy throughout my life, but now I want to do something better. I want to become effective in life. And this video is going to be for them. Today we are going to see how we can move from a lazy life to an effective life. How your life can be more effective and more successful as time goes on. So the first step you need to take to become effective in life is to realize that you are lazy. To realize that you're doing nothing in life. You're just enjoying life the way it is, and you need to have the realization that if you are going to be this way 5 years or 10 years down the line, there's nothing going to happen new in your life. You'll still be in your comfort zone. You'll still be the same person you were 10 years back. But if you are someone who wants to be successful, or if you are someone who wants to make some change in your life, then the first step would be to realize that you need to make change, that you need to start working more, that you need to be more efficient in life. And hence, first realize that you're wasting time. Realize that there are a lot more things you can do, and then you can move on to the next step. The first thing you need to know to work efficiently or to move out of your lazy life is to manage time. Because there are times when you feel like, Netflix, food and sleep is the best thing to do in life. But that is not going to take you anywhere. So you need to make priorities and accordingly manage time as well. There are successful people in life who don't get enough sleep just because they need to manage time and their work. I'm not saying you not to sleep, but what I'm trying to say is manage your time accordingly. Now, if you're going to have, for example, 2 hours in your life, and in those 2 hours, you either get an opportunity to watch your favorite TV show, or you have an opportunity to work towards your goal. So mostly people choose to take the alternative option of watching TV because that's so comforting. There's no effort needed for that, and it's so cool. But then if you can change this to your goal, what will happen is you'll start working more on your goals, and as time passes by, you will like what you're doing a lot. Because at first it might be difficult, but when you start practicing it regularly, you'll start loving it a lot. So the second thing you need to do after you realize that you're wasting time is to manage time, to know how to manage time, or to understand that, listen, I'm wasting time. So there are priorities that I should make, and you need to have breaks. I'm not saying you shouldn't have breaks at all, but don't make breaks as your entire life, or don't spend your 24 hours on just breaks. You need to do something effective, and as soon as you complete that job, you can take a break as a reward for yourself. Now you might have a question all of a sudden. You say time management, but how do I do that? It's not as easy as you say. The next step you need to do is to plan what you're going to do. Because when you're going to plan, you know what tasks you have for the day, how much free time you're going to be having, so you can also think about the enjoyment part of the day. And also you can do your task in an organized manner. So don't underestimate the power of planning, because with personal experience, I have a daily planner diary and a goal tracker app. So when you see both of these, what they do is they push me to do things, because I know, okay, these are the things that are due for the day. I cannot procrastinate telling that, okay, let me do it tomorrow, because I've already noted it down telling this is for the day and tomorrow I have a lot more things to do. So I'll have to be by the plan. But there are times when people go too much extremely into planning, telling that 5 to 6 is only for this, 6 to 7 is only for this, and at that time what happens is maybe they cannot complete the work within 5 to 6 and they feel so stressed that they are not able to complete. Be liberal enough in that case. And another case is that there are people who have a lot of mood swings like me. So what happens at that time is you will have an entire day which you don't want to do anything at all. It is fine if it is just once in a while. It shouldn't happen frequently. Once in a while, if you're not able to go according to your plan, it's completely fine. You can do that. Planning and noting it down, especially when you have a physical note of what you need to do rather than mental note, you know what you have done and you're proud of what you have done. As a result, you'll become more effective than ever before. Just give it a try. I will surely say that if you can stick to your plan most of the times, then your life will become more effective than usual. One more thing regarding planning is that taking up challenges. Now let's say you have exams in 1 month. So you need to have a challenge within yourself. So I'm going to keep studying this entire 30 days. Let me take it as a 30-day challenge. And if I could do great in that, I'm going to gift myself with something. We have these weight loss challenges wherein people say, this is my 1 month challenge. I'm going to challenge myself. So by challenging yourself, what you're doing is, even if you are a person who works really hard, you're pushing yourself even more. You're pushing yourself beyond the limits that you can do. So maybe you will start working hard because you are like, okay, I have a challenge that I've taken to myself. I'm challenging myself, telling, you can do better than this. So after the 30-day challenge, what happens is you become a better person. It's not just applicable for weight loss. It can be applicable for n number of things. Maybe you can challenge yourself to read 4 books within a month. So at that time, you'll start increasing your speed. When you talk about challenges, something that is related to challenges is rewards. Everyone loves gifts, right? So there's no one who says, I hate gifts and so on. It can be gifts from someone else or you rewarding yourself for the hard work you have done throughout the day. Reward is something that is a really interesting factor when it comes to planning or challenges. When you are going according to your plans, maybe you're going according to your plans for a month or 2, you can reward yourself with something. Or when you complete your challenge successfully by doing better in your life, at that time you can reward yourself with something. Or maybe there might be people who see your hard work and they give something in return to you. So in my life personally, I love food and clothes. So every time I take up a challenge or every time I have a planned goal, and if I complete it properly according to my satisfaction, then I gift myself with something like that. And this helps you to be motivated. So let me just give you an example. Maybe this might not happen in your real life. Let's say you are going to take a 6 months challenge. And you need to follow your daily plan most of the days. Maybe there are 1 or 2 days you can exempt because of some serious reasons. At that point, if you can complete this entire 6 months challenge, you'll get a gift of maybe a costliest laptop in the world, or maybe you're getting a laptop which you really love. So at that point, how do you feel? Every time you feel like giving up, you'll be like, no, I'm not going to give up because I love that laptop and I really want it, so I'll work for it. And that is the point of rewards. And that keeps you motivated. It's not just about having the costliest laptop or the favorite laptop of yours. It can be as small as getting a favorite meal of the day. And you'll be happy with that, obviously, because that is a reward for what hard work you have done. So these are the things that helps you to be more effective in life. So the first thing you need to understand is that you need to realize that I am lazy. The second thing is that you are lazy because you don't know how to manage time and you feel comfort zone is the best. So you need to move on from that. So you need to manage your time. So when you start managing your time, how do you do that? You do that through plans and challenges. So how do you keep pushing yourself through plans and challenges? That is through rewards. And that is the content for today. I hope people become more effective, because during lockdown there are many people who lost their daily routine and feel so lazy now. You can push yourself with this manner of planning. Thank you. Have a nice day. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.